and Brazil will fall. And now they turn their attention to the Germans. Mika back on his feet. But Braxton will fall. Denmark stealing all these kills away. They're up to 9 kills now too, as they look to find some more. Is that near perfection? Close, but not close enough.
It doesn't get any better than that on that push for Denmark. That was so clean, and now they're keeping Germany completely pinned. One down, but Mika ready for Ketter's push around the corner. Just Gustav on his feet. He's able to win one at 5 HP. Just wants to confirm this point. Able to at least do that with some help from the smoke at his side. Germany actually wiped out by Vietnam as they do end up getting up the hill. 4 players still alive. 3 here for Korea and Denmark on their last legs. Gustav trying to hide. Raining having none of it. Oh boy, Gustav once again on a sliver of HP, able to get back behind the shack.
Yeah, Korea want the kills, but Vietnam, they want the win. They're locking up a little further away as Korea begin to just wrap around this team. The BT, not... Oh, Delwyn's going to do it again. Delwyn back into super stealth mode, creeping up over this hill, getting closer and closer. The Predator is hunting, and there'd be music in a show, and Delwyn strikes again. And it is Vietnam and Korea battling for the win. Raining just using the smoke as cover to the rest of Vietnam while he creeps closer and closer to Delwyn. But Delwyn spots out Raining, but that also reveals his position, and it is gloves off now between these two sides. Delwyn will be the first to fall as Seoul gets that knock. 3 versus 3 now here on Miramar. Yeah, look at where Salute is.
He's gone to the edge. He's made such a brilliant rotation. He went out to a little bit of the blue, but he can't connect the shot. Tanbu wise to it. Raining steps up to the plate now. That's Himas down. It's a 2v2. 2v3 in fact. Korea's still got all 3 up, but are they going to give Vietnam the time for these reses?
He's going to go for it. It looks like Vietnam want to get back up to a 3. 1,000 damage for Seoul now as Tanbu desperately tries to hold them back, and Sololzi will find a knock on the Raining. It's 3v2 now as the pendulum swings back the other way. You can see the spray from Salute. He finds a ton more damage, but Korea will be down to a 2 now. Smoke in position, blue zone at their back, but this time it's Seoul. He's going for the wrap around the other side. He is trying to stab, and maybe Tanbu could be the one. Tanbu really needs to keep eyes on Seoul here. Vietnam don't want to lose another player.
The old Donawa duo. Seoul got a brief glimpse, but didn't really get the opportunity. Salute still trying to pepper players down with that 3x odd. Hasn't found tremendous success with it. That FAMAS from Himas, absolutely scary. He's going to try to get underneath Salute. Seoul, though, doing good damage, pressuring Sololzi back, at least trying to create a little bit of an opportunity here for Salute. The problem is Himas, I think, is going to get the jump on him.
Yeah, this is looking so bad. Damage from Salute from the other way. That should be a signal for him to push up the hill, and that's exactly what it is. Himas gets one. He turns his attention to Seoul. He's in a 1 versus 3 now. The Korean and the Vietnamese will look to flood in. 1,100 damage, 15 kills though for Vietnam as they look to start off PNC in dominant fashion. All they gotta do now is wait. Do not give Seoul isolated 1 versus 1, but they give him the first, a headshot, but Vietnam, they take the first win. It's not going to be a miraculous start for the reigning champions, but it's Vietnam who kicked things off the perfect way, and what a win that was.
Yeah, that was, as we saw it the second day. A little bit of luck starts to go their way, but a grenade there from Rossiter Jr. Alo actually going to take down Jacob behind him, so Josh Rossiter on his feet for Thailand. Gustav able to dodge that grenade, has to go out into the blue just a little bit to do so. Thailand thinking about the res, you are going to get the flush, and Gustav going to try to punish this, knows that Thailand's weak, wants to get every extra point. If he can knock Thailand out, that's going to be placement and kills, and he's got him on the other, but Rossiter turns on him.
He had the opportunity there, but brilliant switch from Rossiter. The res happened in the perfect time, and Thailand are back to 2 players up. Brilliant for them as they now free up so much space, but a good nade from Sololzi. Here comes the Vietnamese push. Sololzi with that first knock. Thereat will fall. Rossiter knocked on the south side by Alo as the USA look to keep the south safe. But Mika needs that next knock. Tanbu and Himas turning their attention this way as they will get a knock and a flush. Sololzi with another one. Thailand eliminated by USA. And Germany with just Chris left up, but he's going to go down swinging a knock on to Tanbu. But here's Sololzi. Germany will fall in 3rd, and it's USA against Vietnam for the win.
Looking for the USA with Vietnam having a player down to try to do some damage here, but the terrain not in their favor. Still a lot of those rocks. Finally, Alo able to start swinging out into open space, but it's so well held by Vietnam. They were so aware that he could be there. So Lalzi, though, gonna get traded. Hemas has Shrimsy down. It's a 2v1 here for kickstart for the USA. Up and over, Hemas able to take this challenge. Kick though is good for it, but here comes Tanmu, and he's got it done with the sawed-off.
Oh, so close for kick, but Vietnam victory once more. 22 more points added to their tally. Directly towards Jacob, and they see the opportunity. Emmy gets the read, DraftKings gets the knock in Thailand. Well, it's only Kiss left standing, but Argentina take a big knock from that nade.
Oh, he's throwing some good ones in there. Kiss even gets the vehicle explosion to go. Emmy's in trouble right on the edge of a blue zone. Wants to find some way to maybe get a res. Meanwhile, traded knocks here for the Philippines and Brazil. In fact, 10 Trip gonna claim Posa's life. So all of a sudden, Brazil maybe in a bit of trouble here, trying to keep their eyes over towards this battle of Argentina and Thailand. Kiss, oh my God, 1 HP.
Oh, how is he still standing? A Santastico. Santa will give Capitan a present he does not want to receive, and that will be that for Argentina. Ontego, it's Brazil against the Philippines. Calves is down. They're on the edge of the circle, and here come Brazil. All they've got to do is secure the circle, play smart, but this is Philippines. They have proven they can go toe-to-toe with the best teams inside this lobby, and they've got all their deadliest weapons still alive and inside the game. Brazil, they might think this game
themselves into a 3v3, but a really difficult position to take their way out of. On top of that, Rock Sparking gets the knock on a 10 Trip.
And that's the big one, that's the initiating one, but Sparking being held back by that blue zone nade, but using the opportunity now Santa to cross the road. Philippines will go for the res, but while all that's going on, the P90 from Calves needs to hold them back. The nade from BL is perfect as 2 fall, and now Calves in a 1 versus 3 against the never stopping tidal wave of Brazilian players. Calves will spot out Santa. He gets one. He's not done yet, but he is done. BL will do it, and it is Boa Noche Philippines and bye Brazil. We'll get the knock on Amika and Korea, fighting on multiple fronts and winning all the battles, but Braxco will take down Seoul.
Oh, finally dealt with. What a reposition there by Gyumin to back up Seoul on the backside. He should be able to grab him, get him into the next zone, and try to go for the res. China has players on the backside as well to watch for Indonesia. I'm pretty sure they know they're there. They probably saw them parachuting in. Out in the open though, Korean players. Juicy targets for Lil Goes. Connects onto that, onto rating, and he should be down and out.
Yeah, really good from Lil Ghost as he takes advantage and picks up that kill. So that's one player down for Korea. And it takes it 3-4, 3-3, 3-3. Korea being held by China, but China have got to get a move on as well because Ja Wood is holding the circle. Everyone else in the blue, and Salute is coming this way. They're going for Lil Ghost. It's aggression for Korea, and I absolutely love it. Run them over, Seoul gets the knock, and Ming Ming will fall as well. Korea get revenge, and Ja Wood, who's usually the first to fall, is now the last standing for China.
Fortune favors the bold in Korea. That is a bold move right there. Driving uphill at China to take them out smoothly and quickly. And Indonesia knows that they're in a bad spot, an easily nadeable spot, so they're going to try to rotate. They're actually going to see Thailand. If they take shots, that's going to alert Korea to Thailand's presence, that they're making this wide wrap.
Let them go. Let Thailand wrap around. It's the right thing to do because you know that they're going to backfill Korea, and this is just trigger discipline at its finest.
Green taking a bunch of damage from a grenade. Seymour, it's his time to strike. And he gets a bunch of damage with the AK, but can't find the knock. Instead, Setsuna combines with them, calling out the targets nicely, saying, I've got this one lit up. It's your turn up to bat. Setsuna has been such a good support player for Indonesia during the survival stage. And this time it's Seymour setting up Setsuna. Now, around the corner is Korea. Keeping it quiet for now. Tons of smokes had to be used here by Thailand. And they are now being pushed in by the blue. This is going to get trickier and trickier as time goes on. They may have just been a little too cautious in trying to take that fight against Korea, but they didn't know where Indonesia was.
And look how steep the hill they need to descend is as well. It's all going to impact them as Korea still with 3 up. That circle, you said it had to keep water in it. About 30% of it is still the river. Setsuna turns his attention, but Thailand are back up to a 4. They got the res right in the smoke on the edge of the blue. And now they can turn their attention back this way. Saluto will get the knock on to Kiss. Seymour finds Saluto, using on the Jacob. Everybody firing onto everybody paper. It's a 2v3.
This is madness. Seymour with that AK, able to do a ton of damage again, but Rossiter Jr. strikes from the side. Coming up and over is Trick, trying to do some damage onto Rossiter. Rossiter has such a tough angle in this fight. Trick trying to find one of his own. That hill is so steep, neither player can really get a good angle onto the other. So this is mutually assured destruction. Korea now trying to fan out. Seoul out on the edge, Prone's down. It is going to be Thailand that falls in third. The thing you have going for you is Korea's Trick just didn't have any more first aids. He only has a couple bandages, so he's at the edge. He's trying to peek out around. He's exposed. Yumi found Setsuna, and it's going to be Korea finding a chicken dinner. Smiles on the faces of Team Korea. What a wild game that was. What a final circle. Need to breach this compound because they can't go. Thailand to the right. Oh my god, there's no way. There's no way. If this works, he's going to gain a little bit of speed. Kiss is going to send it right towards him. In the meantime, Sparking tries to breach.
No,
it gets stopped. It gets stopped. It's not going to get close enough. I hate to break it to you folks. That ain't going to get there.
And the roar from the crowd when they realized what was happening. They thought that somebody was going to make a move, but Rossiter Jr. will get the knock on to Himas. Sololzi will deal with Sparking. Biel is down as well. There's just one Brazilian left inside the fight, and make that none. Santa will go down to the blue. Vietnam back to 3 players standing, and I don't know if they'll be back to 4. They'll certainly try. Yeah, they've got all 4 players, I believe, back on their feet. This one could be really good.
It was so close. It was so well thought out, knowing that they used the heck window to escape. And here goes Thailand. They're pushing forward. Rossiter Jr. a little bit of blue bag to use that he can escape the damage from that. Himas is actually going to succumb to the blue. Tambu trying to figure out what the hell's going on. Looking for those Thai players. Fluky doing his best to suss out where Vietnam has gone. This has gotten mega chaotic, and this is all in China's favor now.
Yeah, China loving life. Rossiter and Fluky, down goes Delwyn, and Himas as Vietnam are going to start losing players. So Lawsley, though, he's going to backstab. He gets 2 more points for the side. Vietnam now make it to 10 kills, but Kiss will see them out. And in Vietnam, with just 1 player left, and Tanvu, it's just ringing around the rosy as fall after fall after fall. Vietnam rushing for the res. China, they're worried that there could be the potential that maybe Vietnam will try to deny to the blue. They're going to push and try to get these kills. China on 7 kills of their own, mollying every avenue of escape. And I think Vietnam, they're up on the roof. If Tanvu could just do something, a miracle could happen. But it ain't going to work because the X-Left finds Sololzi, and he's going to blue.
Really well played there at the end by Team China. Got to appreciate the attempts there from Thailand, though. Going for the C4, going for the push, the follow-up. Some really well thought out ideas in terms of how...
Nobody wanted to be the team of the day. There we go, Shrimsy. Tanvu has had his head removed from his shoulders, and the fans love that one as well. And look at Salute, he's wrapping around. Does Shrimsy? No. Salute with a nade. He's going to pull the pin, he's going to throw it up. This could be huge for Korea.
The grenades looking to be on point, but Shrimsy gets away just in time. Some smokes have come through. Maybe they had just heard some of that jumping. Himas has an opportunity, but he is very, very weak, and now Seoul is looking for him as the USA tries to finish what they started. They can. Kick is going to get Himas down, so 3rd place, it's a 3v4. The United States looking to claim their first chicken dinner at PNC. A nice headshot from Seoul.
That's it. That forces 1 player out of the fight momentarily. Shrimsy, be careful, that does not flatten you. As it started to, it tried to, it wanted to roll this way. But center circle is locked down by Korea. So USA have the numbers, but but Korea have center point, and you can see them trying to turn that spot into a fortress. Seoul with a headshot on the kick once more, but this nade from Shrimsley. Halo gets the opener though. It's a 2 versus making a 1. Kurt gets the knock on the Salute, and reigning is all by himself. And USA here with a USA man on the mic might be about to get the win here.
Yeah, oh, look at all this util. He walks right to the molly. This is GG. Well done by the United States. That is a fantastic end game.